Hello students, good morning to all of you. So today we will discuss that equilibrium level of income and employment. Today we will discuss that equilibrium level of income and employment. So far in previous classes we have already explained that this is that aggregate supply curve and this is the aggregate demand curve, and this is that full employment situation that was our in the horizontal level of income, and this is that investment curve, and this is that saving curve. We have already discussed. OX is that level of income. If you are not able to understand now because you are absent on that last period, so first of all you go through in the previous class what I was taught to all of you, then you will be able to understand here, otherwise you will not able to understand because it is the interlink. So that y-axis is the level of income and that employment I have already discussed, and y-axis is that consumption, saving and investments, or that is AB and AS we will discuss, and this point is to be called that saving equal to investments, and this point is to be called that AD equal to AS. So I have already discussed that equilibrium level of income will be occurred as per that Keynes, where that AD equal to AS, where that AD equal to AS. This situation is to be known as that equilibrium level of income and employment. So AD means here is that consumption plus investment, and this is that consumption plus saving. If AD is not equal to AS, so what will the conditions? Either AD is more than AS or AD is less than AS. Two conditions. Either AD is more than AS or AD is less than AS. This is the condition, AD is more than AS, and this is the condition, AD is less than AS. So last period I was discussing, this is called that excess demand and this is called that excess supply. Supply is more than that of demand. So in this case, whenever AD is greater than S, in this case I will say in I is greater than S, here is I is less than S, because up to this point I is greater than S, so it means I is greater than S. Here is I less than S. So when investment is greater than equal to saving, this is called excess demand, or AD is greater than S. When investment is less than saving, which is to be called that excess supply, or AD is less than S. Now think it with these diagrams. What will the conditions? So far, when AD is more than AS, at that time more profits to the entrepreneurs. First point I will write here, more profit to the entrepreneurs. More profit to the entrepreneurs. Side by side, When AD is less than AS, entrepreneur will suffer that loss. Here, entrepreneur suffer loss. Entrepreneur suffer that loss. Now it is clear. When AD is greater than AS, entrepreneur will more profits. AD is less than AS, entrepreneur will suffer the loss. It means here is the profit situation for entrepreneur, here is the loss situation for entrepreneurs. Similarly, when AD is more than AS, that time that employer will increase that more factors of productions. Increase more factors of productions. I am summarizing that of this last few discussions. Entrepreneur will increase that employments of factor of production, increase in employment of factors of productions. So increase that more factors of productions. But when AD is less than AS, demand is nothing or demand is less, at that time decrease in employment of factors of productions, because in this case, as there is the profits before that employment, AD, there is no or there is less demand in the market. So if that person will employ more and more employment, he will suffer the loss. To reduce these positions, to come to these positions, that is why the employments which will be reduced. So that is the increase in employment of factors of production will reduce. You will try, or entrepreneur will try to produce that less and less factors of productions, because there is a situation when that demand is less in the market, but at that time if the producer will produce that maximum output or supply will be more, there is no use of this excess production, so that producer will need to reduce his production. That is why he will employ that less and less factors of productions. So below this equilibrium level of points, or below this AD equal to AS, expansion of the level of output of goods and services, because demand is more, so that level of output will increase. Third point, level of output will be increase. It means more production will be there. Level of output increase. It means more production will be there when that AD is, because the demand is more, the price as per the market price, so the producer will be intent to produce more and more output. That is why they will reach the equilibrium of these positions where that AD equal to AS. But on the other side, when there is that AD is less than AS, so that time the contraction in the level of output of goods and services. To reach this point, that output will be reduced. Output will reduce to these points. So it means when that level of output increase, here the level of output will decrease. Level of output will decrease. Here the level of output will be decreased. So far, to reach this point AD equal to AS, that we will switch over to the left side. It means that employment will decrease, production will decrease, factory production will decrease. That is why we will reach these points for under level of employments and income. 40 lakhs of the employments as per our previous tables, and 400 level of income at that previous table. So the level of output will decrease. Next is that if AD is more than AS, AD is more than AS, level of output increases and also employment will increase and also services will increase. Services and employment will increase and will increase. Level of output increases, services and employment will also increase. Here is the services, employment will decrease to reach this equilibrium positions, or that is to reach where that aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply. So our national income is concerned. Our national income is concerned. Every country wants to increase that national income. So national income is the total money value of all the goods and services produced during an accounting year in an economy is to be called that national income. Or always I have said national income means unpaid factor cost. So it means whenever a country is able to produce more and more production or more and more goods and services, his national income will be increased. So whenever the country will produce the goods, that much will be the demand. The country will have to create the demands, aggregate demands. So whenever that aggregate demand is more, then the country will produce that more and more output, more and more goods and more services. So when that AD is greater than AS, the country will produce that maximum output to increase the national income. So when that AD is AS, at that time national income will increase. National income will increase. Increase. This is the 4 points. Or here is that national income will decrease. National income will decrease. If we will do that more and more investments, more and more saving, aggregate demand will increase. Up to this point where that AD equal to AS, or it is called that full employment situations. Full employment situation, or this is to be called that effective demand or aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply. So up to reach these points, consumption is increasing, our aggregate demand is increasing, our saving is increasing, our production is increasing, our employment is increasing till to that when that AD equal to AS. After that, AS is more than AD as per our curves. So during that period, that there is no demand. Suppose there is a cement factories and cement will produce that 50,000 tons cement, and if that 50,000 tons will not be required by our country, or that production may be exported to that foreign countries. If that foreign country will not demand how much quantities are produced by our India, then that production will be useless. So that to reach this equilibrium point, the country will try to reduce that employment and reduce that production of goods and services. That time will create that unemployment, underemployment. So there is the different situation of an economy that we will discuss in that next chapter. So what will the situation arises when AD is less than AS and when AD is greater than AS. But in this chapter we have already known that when AD is greater than AS, that is called that excess demand. So in case of the excess demand, there is the more profits, there is the more investments, because investment is more than saving, so that increase in employments of factors of productions, so that expansion of the level of output of goods and services. I have written here, level of output increases, services increases, employment will increases, as well as the national income will increase to that equilibrium level of income. Here that aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply. Similarly, if AD is less than AS entrepreneurs will suffer the loss, because if there will be no production, where he will get that money. So accordingly, during this period, it means when there is that AD is less than AS, what that country economy suffers, that time losses. When loss is to be occurred in an economy, when that is the production is to be reduced, when there is that employment is to be reduced, the country will faces that unemployment situation. The country will situation that deflation situations. So that is to be called that, which is to be called that excess supply, or it is to be called that deficient demand. To recover this market or the deficient demand, the country will take the necessary steps that can be explained in detail in the next chapter, that is the excess demand and the deficient demands, and measures to correct that excess demand and deficient demands. So in this chapter we must know what is that level of income, what is the level of employment, or what is that full employment situation or that effective demand, what is investment and what is saving, and what is that full employment situations. And what situation occurs if investment is greater than saving, what situation occurs when investment is less than save, what situation occurs when AD is greater than AS, and when AD is less than AS. So with regard to this two situation, if I will ask which stage you will prefer, either first stage AD is greater than AS, or second stage AD is less than AS. Where AD is greater than AS, that time I is greater than AS, and AD is less than AS, that time I is less than AS. So which situation will prefer, either that aggregate demand or that excess aggregate supply? So no doubt the real answer is like this: aggregate demand is better than aggregate supply. So when aggregate demand is greater than aggregate supply, that time the country faces what situation? That is to be called that inflation. That is called inflations. And when that aggregate demand is less than aggregate supply, that is called that deflations. In between two, inflation and deflation, we always prefer to inflation. So sometimes the question may come like this: although deflation, in between the two, inflation deflation, inflation is worst, but inflation is better than deflations. Give your reasons. Because when there is the inflation, there is the price rise. When there is the price rise, the purchasing power of the people will be less and less. And when the purchasing power of people will be less and less, their demand will be less. And at that time, what are the conditions in an economy to solve these situations? So we'll discuss this solving situation later on. In short, we can say that equilibrium level of output, planned saving equals to planned investments. I use this word here, that planned saving and planned investments. When a country intend or to make a plan, that is to be called that planned. So planned saving and planned investment, ex ante saving and ex ante investment, ex post saving and ex post investments, ex ante saving and ex ante investment, ex post saving and ex post investment, that I will discuss in the next period. But you know that this is the situation of that equilibrium level of income and equilibrium level of outputs. So Keynes theory, a brief resume. So for our table of the last period and diagram of the last period and these situations what we analyzed here, the equilibrium level of income determined only at a point where aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. Equilibrium level of income and employment can be determined where aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply. Again I repeat, equilibrium level of income and employment can be determined, that is the situation where aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply. Or we may say that where the consumption plus investment equal to consumption plus saving. This is the conclusion. Secondly, at the equilibrium level of income, where that AD equal to AS, that time our saving equal to investments. It means at the equilibrium level of income, saving and investment also equal. At the equilibrium level of income, saving equal to investment, or saving and investment both are equal. It means in this case, as per my table, 100 rupees is that 100 crores of rupees is the saving and 100 crores of rupees is the investment. This is that investment line, 100 crores, and this is that saving is increasing. So 100 equal to 100, that means saving and investment are equal. Where that AD equal to AS, that is that full employment situation or that equilibrium level of income. And third conclusion we may hear that aggregate demand and aggregate supply can be equilibrium at less or more than full employment. Can less or more than full employment, that will be discussed in the next chapter. In the short run, aggregate supply is assumed to be fixed. In short run, that aggregate supply is assumed to be fixed, because this analysis is only for that short period, not that long periods. So that is why sometimes it is said like this, that Keynes theory employment, when we are discussing this, the equilibrium of that short period analysis, that is that determination of equilibrium level of income and employments. In case of underemployment situation, level of income can only be increased through a rise in that aggregate demand, but that is not the real solutions. So solution can be increased when the employment will be increased, demand will be increased, or supply will be increased, and that will be coincidence that both that aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply. This is our theoretical analysis, but it is very difficult to practically open economy to come to this conclusion where that aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply. So the important concepts of Keynesian theories, it means this is called that full employment situation, this is called that aggregate demand is equal to aggregate supply, and when that AD equal to AS, then it is to be called that saving and investments. It means if it is not, then either this situation or that situation. If this situation, what occurs? If that situation, what occurs? And how to solve this situation? And this time when that full employment situation, this is that saving and investment equal, or that 100 crores rupees equal to 100 crores rupees. So that is the analysis of equilibrium level of income and equilibrium level of outputs. So in this case, these portions say that some books it is given that first part in that above side and second part in that below side. Some book has analyzed in that both in one diagrams. So there should not be any confusion. So that saving and investment size, we can say that at the equilibrium level of output, saving equal to investment curves, that is S is that saving curves, I is that investment curve, it represents. So according to Keynes, that points, suppose this point may be given as M, or this point may be that N. So M is a point where that 100 equal to 100, where is that investment equal to saving, N is the point where that AD equal to S. So you must remember when you draw the diagrams freehand, that saving equal to investment curve, which is shown on the top side, aggregate demand equal to aggregate supply, then you can put the diagram equally, otherwise it is not possible. Again and again I am remembering, this is our imaginary examples, this is drawn in our imaginary, but very difficult it is in that practical life to draw that equilibrium situations in an economy like India. So once again, thanks to all of you. Go through the book. If you have any doubt, you can query, then you can contact me. Thank you very much.